human to feel the vibe. Instead of dead inside, just aimlessly scrolling, when you could be growing and not lost inside. You feel the vibe. Instead of dead inside, just aimlessly scrolling, when you could be growing and not lost inside your mind.
Nom 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 nom.
I was trying to be so quick.
What's she doing over there?
It's a protein bar.
A protein bar? What kind of protein bar?
A Luna chocolate cupcake. It's actually really good.
Shout out to Luna for sponsoring the podcast today.
Luna!
Unbeknownst to them, they are the official protein bar of WCR as of today.
Yes, they are. They are. You can get them for $1.39 at Kroger.
$1.39? Wait.
Yeah, not bad.
For one protein bar?
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of a ripoff. I don't know there, Luna. Hold on. I need to check your pricing. I get an Arizona tea for 99 cents, and you're telling me that small ass protein bar is $1.39?
It is.
Inflation's a bitch, huh?
It is. Everything is so expensive though right now. It's crazy.
What's the most expensive thing that didn't used to be expensive that really grinds your gears?
It is
cat food, cat treats.
Cat treats are so expensive. They used to be like $1. I just spent like $4 in a bag. Milk.
One bag?
Eggs used to be a lot cheaper than they are.
Yeah. Definitely people hoarding eggs.
Milk. Yeah, AWOL. Thank you for the sub.
How do you do that so fast? The fuck?
I don't know. I'm used to spreading hearts.
You're like Naruto, doing fucking ninja signals and then dipping out. Gas is up there. Yeah, gas. Movie tickets. I haven't been to the movies in forever.
I haven't either.
The last movie that I actually physically went to a theater to see was the Impractical Jokers movie. And then before that, I couldn't tell you.
The Impractical Jokers movie. God, when was that?
About 4 years ago.
Yeah, I went and saw 1,000 Ways to Die in the West.
That sounds horrible.
It was like a comedy. Like I think it was a Seth MacFarlane movie. And then I didn't see the Mario movie. I don't go to the movies because I can't sit still.
Yeah, who's that question directed to?
I did not.
I didn't see the Mario movie. I don't know. I saw the original Mario live action show back in the 90s or the 80s, whenever it came on. Does that count?
I love that. The like real action one I love the guys, the singing guys in the elevator. I love those guys.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm missing out. I don't know. I'm not a movie person. I feel like I'll just wait till it hits availability for me to press play on my thousands of dollars I've spent on TVs in my house.
And the movies are so expensive.
Yeah, like you want me to pay? It's like $15 for a ticket just to get in there, and then if you happen to be one of those people who don't eat before you go out, it's at least another $15-20 just for oversized popcorn that you're not going to finish unless you have some sort of gluttony issue, and then a big ass icy, and then some candy that you could have got at Walmart for like half the cost. I don't know. Just nothing about the movies seems appealing to me. Am I the bad person here?
No, I hate movies. I agree.
Right. I'm
and
finally
you can't pause it. If I have to pee, I can't pause it, so I miss it, and I'm paying for it, and I can't talk.
Wait, you don't pee before the movie?
I mean, like if I have to pee during the movie, like
just hold it. What do you mean?
I guess it's hard for me to sit through anything. I guess.
Then don't drink during the movie.
Yeah.
Wait, you're one of those people who gets up in the middle of the movie and just does whatever? Like you just start cooking like a full meal in the middle of the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Do you pause it or you just get up?
I just get up.
It's ridiculous. Can't watch movies with you.
So sometimes I'll have to rewind it.
No, we're just playing movies. Got to play one through all the way through one shot. TV show, okay, yeah, rewind it. Movies, I'm not rewinding a movie. Just let it go, let it run. Yeah, I mostly watch anime. There's a few shows that I watch. Nailed It. I started watching the new season ish of Nailed It. Watched some Horrible Cooks. Anime, lots of anime. Skinwalker Ranch. Watch a bunch of white guys look for aliens and let me say it. Not aliens. We'll talk about aliens in a minute. UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena. And then The Curse of Oak Island. Another group of white guys digging for treasure. Unearthed. I mean, is there a UAP in your house already? Shit.
Oh no, I just heard my cat meowing, but she's been doing this weird thing where she comes to my basement windows and like scratches on my screen. So I'm like, oh, she's not right here. She must be at one of the windows.
Do you need to retrieve the cat?
She can come in. She's got a little cat door. She goes in and out. She just likes to be a dick. She's such a dick.
How did you train the cat to be a dick?
I didn't mean to. She just like only likes me. I don't know. Vulgar knows my cat's a dick.
Do you see aliens on the show? So you don't see on Skinwalker Ranch. So here's the cool thing about Skinwalker Ranch, right? It's kind of like alien chasing, but they're not chasing aliens. They're chasing, I mean, in a sense, I guess they are, but it's specifically like, okay, hey, there's these lights in the sky. I mean, they have like basically every episode they find there's something in the sky that they film or some sort of phenomenon happening. I'll give the high level summary of everything that's happened on Skinwalker Ranch. Like they have this triangle area. They shoot rockets in the sky, and then about 30 feet in the air, there's some sort of anomaly that disrupts time, breaks equipment, and warps any tracking data. So like they'll launch something in the sky and then they'll track it, but then they'll look at the data and it shows like it went 100 feet underground. So they have all that footage. They'll see like orbs that appear in the sky as they're like launching rockets and stuff. They film that. And then also underneath the ground, there seems to be some sort of metallic barrier that's buried in this mountainside, and they can't drill through it. It's made out of like space grade material, and they're not sure how it got there or why it's there. And there's also some radio frequency that pings out constantly every time some phenomenon happens. So that's why I'm interested in. I'm like, oh shit.
Huh.
And then people show up there.
Where is this ranch at?
In Utah. Yeah. And then like people show up there and then they'll get like weird headaches. And I don't know. No, I didn't watch Ancient Aliens. I don't know. I don't like shows that get into the whole speculation of things. Like, show me something factual. Don't boo me. Boo me. Get out of here. Get out of here, vulgar. Boo me. I like watching the present and the now. So that's why Skinwalker Ranch and The Curse of Oak Island appeal to me, because it's like they're actively doing it right now and it's being filmed, rather than somebody sitting here and saying, oh, well, I saw this carving on the wall and I think that, you know, some 5-foot dude came out of the sky and carved it, and then all the people prayed to the 5-foot guy, and that's what I think. You know, I like watching the here and now. So I like Skinwalker Ranch because they're actively doing stuff, and I like Curse of Oak Island because I just don't understand how these people are digging for treasure and just don't dig up the whole island. Like, they've been doing this stuff like 12 years now. Just fucking dig a big hole. I don't know. I'm rambling.
It's okay. Never.
And then I like Nailed It because I like watching people fail.
What is Nailed It?
It's a baking show on Netflix where they'll have a professional baker make a cake, cupcakes, whatever. That's all nice and styled up. You know, maybe it's like a sculpture of a dinosaur or something. And then they'll have a bunch of random people come in and try to make that same thing within an hour or two. and it always looks horribly wrong.
I hope it would be funny to be on it.
You
To
should
do
be.
something like that.
Can you bake?
I can bake better than I can cook. My mom taught me how to bake.
What do you bake? What's your go-to baking?
My go-to baking would be Christmas cookies, really any of them. Sugar cookies, stuff like that.
Christmas cookies. Why isolate yourself to one month of the year?
My nanny was a master baker. She used to make like awesome cakes. So I did, make some cakes with her before too. So
You need to be careful with your pronunciation there.
A master baker. Oh.
Yeah. You need to make sure you say that clearly.
Sorry, guys. I don't even realize. Honestly.
Do I find the host funny on Nailed It?
I'm sorry, master baker. What else is it called?
Just a baker? A chef? So my thoughts on the host. I don't think she's horrible. Sometimes I think she's a little bit over the top. She's like one of those kind of like Chris Farley. What's that girl's name? I can't think of the name. She's like one of those over the top comedians. Like she just takes everything to the extreme. Like I think she's okay, but I'm not amped up when she's like, I don't know, overdoing it, I should say. But I don't think she's bad in any way means. I just hate the overdoing it type shit where it's like, okay, we get it. You're amping us up. Maybe it's because I have no energy. I lack the energy to watch people like that. Vulgar, what's with the attitude today? You've been giving me sass since last night, and I've had enough. I haven't actually had enough, but I'm just saying that because I feel like I'm obligated at this point. Yeah, she's great. I think she's perfect for that show, right? I think she's the energy that kind of show needs because, well, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Because we talked about this with other shows, right? They look for people who are kind of like extroverted and kind of like outwardly doing chaotic shit. I feel like some of the people that go on there, though, they need that kind of energy because they're kind of like sitting there cooking and they're doing whatever their thing. And she kind of like antagonizes them to be a little bit more responsive for the camera. So I think she's the perfect balance for that show. You know, she's eccentric, but it's not too over the top to where it's distracting for that show. Nick, you should watch it though.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have maybe we'll do a watch on maybe we'll do a watching party on the Discord one day. That way you can get a sense of it.
So I can watch all these master bakers. Oh wait, they're not masters.
Yeah, they're not. They're definitely not masters. But yeah, we could. So
great.
Screw you, Twitch. We can watch anything we want on Discord without getting DMCA notices.
We should start a list.
A list of what?
Of things to stream. Great British Baking Show. What's the other one? Master Chef. Nailed it. Master Chef. That's what I'm thinking of, not Master Baker.
I will say that I'll watch anything that has, well, almost anything that has Gordon Ramsay as the host. The adult shows.
You like Gordon Ramsay hosting?
I like the fact that he says whatever the hell he wants to people and they just bow down and listen because they're like, this guy can help me be better. And then he's like, you fucking donkey, get out of my fucking kitchen. And they're just like, yes, chef.
That's like what we do on the review show.
I mean, not really. Kind of, maybe, sort of. Possibly. I mean, we don't call people a fucking donkey.
I know.
But I mean, imagine if you're at work and like you make you leave an eggshell in the scrambled eggs, and then your boss comes out like, you fucking donkey, what is wrong with you? And then he slams it on the floor, you know?
I don't know how my face gets blurry. I moved too quick for my camera, guys.
What are you, the Flash? You Flash? That is my best compliment. I'm not mad at it. That's when I say that when I don't like it, but I understand its purpose in the world. I'm not mad at it. And then I'll say this if I think it's just complete garbage. Do better.
Do better.
Some people can't take criticism though. I don't understand why people submit to shows if they are not expecting the polar opposites of feedback. Like either people are gonna love it, people are gonna hate it. Usually the silent people are in the middle and they don't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't say I want to strangle people. That's not me.
I don't say that either. That's why I don't submit. I can take criticism.
What's up with your camera? Do the hand thing.
I don't know. Something weird is happening.
Is it a UAP? Is there another UAP in your house? Everybody let us know if you see a glowing orb floating behind Nikki. We've been doing this how long and we still have not got your camera's autofocus.
I don't understand it.
Jacob says it's the lamp. Why don't you just do the whole show like that?
With my face all up in it, it's a lamp?
Yeah. I definitely said what? What did I say? What did I say, Zig? Your little neck. I didn't say that.
What? Oh, shit.
Did you just run into the desk?
It's dark over here now.
I think we got it. I think we're focused now.
It's so dark. No, I can't move that quick.
Nah, I mean, on the review show. So here's the thing about the review show. If you want like tame, calm reactions, you got to submit early. Like if you're submitting hour 2, hour 3, we've endured either some roughness or either we've heard things that we're going to start comparing it to as we get longer into the show. It's like, man, I remember listening to this great track 30 minutes into it. Now I got to listen to this garbage. So if you want like the fresh, happy feedback, submit within the first 45 minutes.
Yeah, because we're still not, what is that called? Ear deaf? No, what is it?
Hey, well, that's because you just rap about nerd shit. I'm sorry. Love you, man, but there's only but so many arithmetic lines that I can hear before I'm just fucking angry. I don't want to solve an equation midway through the verse. Don't tell me about the Pythagorean theorem and then rhyme it with something about Egyptian pyramids and hieroglyphics. I don't care for that stuff in my music.
I enjoy it.
I mean, I'll say this: if you could do it in the style of Post Malone, I will listen to it. I'm doing him exactly how he presents his music. That's if you go and listen to MC AWOL's music, it's basically a math problem, and it's about product development. And I'm not mad at it. I respect it. It's not for me. Not for me sitting down and pressing play and then putting a smile on my face. If you want to see me upset, I will listen to an hour's worth of MC AWOL. I don't have a problem with Ray. I like Ray's music. I just think he says too many fucking big words purposefully. If you send me,
I came through across lyrics, and they were so Ray. I heard him in them when I read the lyrics. I heard Ray in my brain. I'm like, damn it, Ray. I'm like, I have lyrics like Ray. It was like, the silence is abysmal, but borderline it's cryptical. I'm like, this is so Ray. That's so Ray, man.
Definitely Ray.
I just found that in a book.
There's a time and a place for like the ultra super high syllable count lines, but like back to back to back to back to back is just brutal on my membranes, and it gives me smooth brain. Are we reviewing today? Today is not our standard review day. But hell, I guess if you really want a review, if you tip or gift a sub, sure, we'll listen. My dog is snoring. For those of you who aren't subscribed, there is an ad that's coming up in about 60 seconds. I'm going to try to be better about telling our non-subscribers when ads are coming. Why do
we have ads right now?
We changed the prices because eggs cost a fortune. And I need my scrambled eggs. I made French toast the other
We
day.
changed the prices of.
I don't know. I'm just talking shit. I don't think we changed price. Why? Why what? What are we talking about?
I'm confused at what the
I'm-
chat's talking about.
I don't know what they're talking about. They're on drugs. Who's mentioning me in the lounge? And why? Oh, you. Oh, that's what you're talking about. The channel points. Why do we change the prices? Because people are just spending it recklessly, and I feel like y'all need to be punished because y'all need to be more careful with your currency. I'm teaching you guys how to manage your money. And yes, we change it up because I don't know, you got to change things up sometimes. And I feel like D-Bird's running out of roasts, and D-Bird's not even here. So why the fuck would you want D-Bird to roast you if he's not here?
Right.
Yeah, see? Prices ain't bad. Neat Cartel, I like you. You stick around. Loose, they're talking about like the channel points when it's like
We changed prices on that.
Yeah, I changed them up last week because I don't know. I just
too loosely used.
Yeah, I feel like you guys are just throwing stuff out there, and then I don't know. The sass in me felt like change needed to happen. But I left 2-pack of asses 200 and the lower things, but I switched up the D-Bird roast fee. So D-Bird no longer wrote Vulgar, hold on. I'm answering people's questions. D-Bird no longer has to roast you. D-Bird has to tell you nice things, and then I put in Nikki to tell you why your music doesn't slap. Not that she's going to say bad, hateful things to you, but tell you why she doesn't like it. Right, Nikki?
Yes.
There we go. And then, yeah, skip this song. You got to pay out the ass if you want to skip somebody's song.
Yeah, right. And you do. It's like literally. And it doesn't have a cooldown.
Yeah, there's a cooldown on that one. And then I added play my song now for you ultra ballers who have the channel points. 200,000 will play a song regardless of whatever we're doing. All right. All right. Back to whatever Vulgar was saying. What is that? Favorite song?
Yeah. What's your favorite song
of all time? Vulgar, give some parameters here. Favorite song of all time, favorite song of some sort of mood.
Our fields, is it our favorite sad song?
Favorite song to masturbate to of all time. My favorite song of all time is Leave Me Alone by Michael Jackson because it embodies what I would tell everybody when they get on my nerves. And I love the music video.
I love the music video.
You never seen the Michael Jackson Leave Me Alone music video?
I don't think so.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I don't think so.
Hold.
I'm sorry.
Fucking horses.
I'm sorry. Liv hasn't either. My favorite song is probably.
I'm super upset right now.
Definitely Gypsy. I don't Rhiannon. I'm stuck.
Y'all never seen the Michael Jackson Leave Me Alone music video?
Stream it. Are we gonna get a copyright strike?
Give a fuck. I'll still play it.
I don't care either.
Nah, we gotta watch this.
Oh! Sorry.
Why have you heard the song at least? It's on the Bad album.
What song is it?
Leave Me Alone.
How does it go?
Oh my god. We're finna listen to this right now.
I have to hear it. I don't know. Yes, I've heard. I've probably heard it too. If how have I not? I just don't know.
Let me ask you. Hold on. Before I get into this, have you all seen the Michael Jackson Moonwalker movie? Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. I don't watch movies.
It's not like a recent movie. I'm talking about.
I know. It was like from after he died though, right?
No, this is like in the 80s.
He died? Oh, no. I still haven't seen it because I never used to watch old movies because I hated the quality of 80s films.
Nikki, you're killing me in ways that
I'm sorry.
I never imagined I would die.
I'm sorry. I love you. I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt you.
I don't feel like that's true anymore. Hold on, let me move this little box here. I will take the copyright strike just because Michael Jackson is worth it. We're gonna play some Michael Jackson here. All right, let me know. Can you hear this? Yeah, that's my favorite song. I can't believe that y'all hadn't heard that before, but now I feel like you're educated, and I feel a little bit better about allowing you all to exist in my life.
I have some. It's a hard Rhiannon. I love Rhiannon. Rhiannon's probably one of my favorite songs.
Who?
Rhiannon by Stevie Nicks.
Oh,
Mac. You ever heard Rhiannon?
I have not.
How? Stevie Nicks. Stevie Nicks.
How have you not heard "Leave Me Alone" by Michael Jackson?
I know. Now you gotta play that one.
Oh god damn! I don't even know how to spell that.
No, it's probably long. You're good.
It's what?
It's probably long. It's Milk Music, guys. See,
I mean, obviously it's
not listening to that. It's radio. I love Stevie Nicks. That's my witch.
My dog is snoring loudly. Yeah, that song, I remember just kind of sitting on the floor watching the music video on MTV when it was actually MTV, and just hearing the things in the news about Michael, and then seeing him kind of like, this was kind of like his sassy moment, right? Because everybody's like, oh, he built a Neverland ranch. He's a weirdo. So he made a music video on an amusement ride. And they're like, oh, you bought the Elephant Man's skeleton. What do you need that for? So he put that in there. He's danced with the Elephant Man. He's like, what do you need a monkey for? Put Bubbles in there. What do you need all these animals for? Because he had like basically a zoo on his Neverland ranch. Like, this was Michael Jackson being sassy in the 90s. So for me, it was kind of like, okay, all the stuff in the media and the news, I don't need to necessarily pay attention to. Maybe it's not true because, you know, Michael's poking fun at it. I don't know. I was a kid.
Damn. AWOL. Love you, guy.
Do I think he did what? I don't think he did anything that he shouldn't have done. I feel like, I mean, at some point you reach a level of fame where if you do some fucked up shit, it will come to light. And I think Michael was beyond that point. And if he really did some fucked up shit, he would have been in jail the last half of his life. I think his biggest flaw was that he didn't really have a true childhood. So he spent a lot of his time like trying to be as normal as he thought normal was. It didn't take R. Kelly 30 years. There's been stuff talked about R. Kelly for years. Like the rumor, like not even a rumor. Everybody's like, the dude married Aaliyah when she was 16. It didn't really take 30 years to lock him up. It was just like, it took 30 years for people to finally press charges. Like, people knew he was weird, but industry's gonna industry. But I feel like I haven't heard one story about Michael Jackson. Like, one day he wanted to go grocery shopping. So they basically, like, I think there's actually video footage of it too, where they like shut down a grocery store, gave him a grocery cart, and like all of his staff, they like basically paid people, his family and other people, his staff, to kind of like be employees of the grocery store, and they let him just go around and shop because he had never done it before. This was when he was like in his 30s or 40s. That's how isolated this dude was. Like, when you hear people like Mariah Carey say you have to put gas in a car, because they don't experience that shit anymore. It's like foreign to them. So I think that's his biggest flaw, is like, the dude was a superstar since he was like 10 years old. He doesn't know what normal life is for us. So like, he may do some shit because he's like, think he's playing with your kids, because he's like, these are the only people I have access to, is people want me to meet their kids. And then other people outside looking in, they're like, oh, that guy's weird. But, you know, it is what it is. He's long gone. So R.I.P. Michael Jackson. But yeah, R. Kelly's been weird. I've heard things about R. Kelly since I was in high school. It just, like I said, it took forever for people to actually be like, well, maybe we should press charges on him. But no, everybody knew R. Kelly was weird. There was even this one funny story. I saw a clip sometime where somebody was like, he had like basketball games he would play. And like the people on his team would just like always pass him the ball, or like get super amped up when he did like the simplest stuff, like just make a layup. And like, I forgot who was playing against him, but he said it was like the weirdest thing ever because he's like, people would like purposely like let him drive to the lane and lay it up. And it was like the most weirdest experience. So like, yeah, R. Kelly's been weird. Older men getting with teenagers has always been overlooked. Yeah, that used to be a normal thing, you know.
Yeah, so
30,
weird.
30
So
years 30 years ago, that was not really blinked an eye as much as it is today.
yeah, like, cause I'll look at like in my like family tree and stuff like that, like some of the stuff I see like at the marriage dates on like the marriage certificates, I'm like, bro, she was like 15, 14. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to get into rights or wrongs because it depends on everybody's personal beliefs. But like 100 years ago, society was much different. You were basically an adult when you were like 14, 15, 16. So like, yeah, if you looked at like marriages and relationships 100 years ago in record books, it would look weird to people today because they're like, well, these people were children. I mean, back then you were basically a coal miner if you turned 15 and you were able-bodied.
Mm-hmm.
So
Facts.
life was different back then. Society has changed where now we don't consider that stuff to be right and correct, but there was a point in time where shit was fine, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
What other weird questions do you guys have that will divulge our inner thoughts?
Mm.
Your grandpa was 36 years older than your grandmother?
My parents are 18 years apart. Is that weird?
No.
Okay.
I mean, shoot, even
they were older, obviously, when they met.
Honestly, there's nothing weird about it other than people making a big deal out of it. If people love each other and they get along, fuck it, man. We're only on this earth for a limited time.
My mom was 27 when she met him, so he was, and he did fib about his age to her, and she decided she loved him anyways.
What is an adult? I don't want to get into this philosophical shit.
I think with a difference like that, it has to be 21 and up for me. I think an 18-year-old with a 40-year-old is a little weird.
I don't want to get into
philosophy. I think a 21-year-old with a 40-year-old, not as weird, still kind of maybe, depending. Yes, they were both of age. My mom was 27. My dad was born in the 40s, so they're 18 years apart. 37. He was like 42, 40, or 45, whatever the math is. He graduated the year my mom was born.
Ask AWOL. He knows math.
Yeah.
What are my religious views?
She was 27. She was working in a bar, and he was playing in a band there.
I don't have religious views. Anything older than 10 years or younger is weird as fuck. That's fair. I mean, like I said, everybody's entitled to their... Look, society is dictated by the massive collective agenda, right? So if everybody feels like 10 years is weird, then guess what? When you go outside, 10 years is going to be weird. If at some point, 30 years in the future, somebody says 20 years is okay, 20 years is going to be okay. So it all depends on wherever society is. It's really not even in our control as individuals. It's like what the group mass puts out there.
Yeah, I think that it depends on I don't know. It's different.
Imagine if you lived on an island and you had no interaction with the internet and general population, and people didn't get married until they were like 40, and the person you married had to be 20 years older than you. Imagine that was normal for you, and then you come to America, you come to Asia, you come to all these other places, and everybody's saying, well, that's just weird. It's not weird to the people who live that way. So that's how I approach things, is like, if that's what people think is okay for them, then I let them be. I'm not a lawmaker. I'm not a policymaker. I'm just a black guy in IT who happens to rap. Should have been a sugar baby. I got some money. Hold on. Got some money. I got some money right here. I got a whole wallet full of plastic that has thousands of dollars on it. Just call me. See the guys talking about older women.
I know, like, what the hell?
Older women know what they want.
Am I considered older woman?
To somebody younger than you,
Okay.
I think we could all use a sugar mama.
A sugar mama. You know, sugar mama.
Would you be a sugar mama?
Like paying for sex? Is that what that is? Like pay
No.
for sex?
Not paying for sex, but like you find a nice young man who's hasn't found his way in life yet, and you're like, you know what, young man, you need a nice new TV, or maybe you need a nice new outfit. Come spend time with me. Would you be the sugar mama to some young man's fantasy?
Probably if I had money, maybe. I don't know. It really depends. I feel like I paid for everything in other relationships, so.
So you're headed down sugar mama pathways.
No, I'm just like I don't.
Sugar mama in training?
No, I don't have money like that. No, I wouldn't trade like for favors or like partnership like that. Like, but I always buy my SO something else, you know.
Nothing wrong with a cougar there, vulgar.
I am in training.
Nothing wrong with
I regret showing you that dirty song.
I think older people tend to know what they want because they've been through things and they're just like straight to the point of like, you know what, I want this, I want you, what's up? And then younger people are more like, oh, well, what are we? We need to talk about this first. And then, you know, the older people are like, no, fuck that. I don't want to talk. I just want to do this one thing, or I want these 3 things from you, and either you're with it or you're not. So I think that's typically how that ends up in that situation, whether it's a man or the woman. Well, I think I'll say this. I feel like men can be more vague about things and then have deeper expectations, but women generally are just like, here's what I want, take it or leave it.
Basically.
Why you think my name Jacob? I don't know what your name is, to be honest with you, other than what I put in my BMI documentation every time I register a song.
Right.
And then also you have 4 names, so it's even more confusing on what I should be calling you.
Which one is right? Which one is right?
Whenever I have to mention Jacob, I start sweating profusely. Like, I don't, and even he changes his name on the Discord. It's like one day there's no vowels, the next day it's like,
you're like, how do I add him? I'm trying to add him, and then he disappears, and you're like, dang it.
The next day it's Japanese symbols, and I'm like, I can't figure it out. Sometimes I'll just give up and I'll just not even message him because I'm like, I don't know how to find him anymore. How do we feel about Pokemon? You fuck with Pokemon, Nikki?
I used to play Pokemon.
Which one did you play?
Blue.
Blue. Okay.
I'm obsessed with Pokemon Blue on the
What
Game Boy.
was your first choice of Pokemon? Squirtle, Charmander?
Squirtle. I love water.
Squirtle. It's fitting.
Squirtle.
You weren't a Bulbasaur or a Charmander person?
I love water.
What was your go-to lineup? What was your starting lineup? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I'm not even gonna lie and try to say I do.
That's a shame. Did you ever play Pokemon? Did you play the black and white one, or did you have the color Game Boy?
I had a Game Boy Color. I had a bright green one.
Bright green.
Neon green. I think that was my color. I don't know. I feel like we all shared kind of everything. You know, there was a see-through purple, and I think that was Steph's.
Community Pokemon is crazy.
I think that there was a gray one.
How did y'all keep track of whose game? I mean, did y'all each have your own game cartridge?
Yeah, I feel like we shared. I feel like little Miles, my little brother, threw mine down the toilet.
What if you were playing one day and then somebody like traded off your Squirtle, and then like you log back in and you're like, where the fuck's Squirtle at? And Squirtle's now in Trainer Jess's bag.
I don't know. I don't the real Ray had any of those issues. I feel like purple was stuff. I tell you had green. So we did have our own. That's what I'm like. I feel like, was it mine that Miles flushed down the toilet? I don't remember.
How do you
Flushed down the
yeah,
toilet?
how do you flush a
He
game?
did it. Just a kid, a toddler putting electronics in the toilet.
The Game Boy or the cartridge?
The Game Boy, the whole Game Boy.
So it didn't flush down the toilet. It just got ruined.
Yeah.
Okay.
You tried to push it down
I
the
was
toilet.
about to say, hold on now. The math ain't math in there.
I tried to flush it down the toilet and it did not work.
Okay. But you did. I'm assuming you didn't get a new Game Boy after that. You just called it quits. Loser. Don't give up on Pokemon. They would never give up on you.
Yeah. Well, because I don't think that I would have gotten anyone.
PSP. How old are you, Neat Cartel? What is your age range? Because starting out with a PSP indicates that you are in your 20s or younger. But yes, the PSP was ahead of its time. Also, the Game Gear was ahead of its time. Competed with the Game Boy. 17, definitely. All right. Yeah. PSP. You're okay. That makes sense. I didn't have the Vita. The PSP was the last portable game system I got because I hardly ever really played it, but it was dope. I think I did some hacks to it where I was playing some random stuff on it. I don't remember. My first video game system was the Atari 2600.
The Atari.
Yeah.
Ours was Sega. Sega Genesis.
That was my third. That's right, Vulgar. I said Atari. The one little joystick with the one red button. Started out with the Atari, then we got a Nintendo, then a Sega, then a Super Nintendo, then Nintendo 64. Then I had a choice of either Dreamcast or PlayStation 1, and I was like, I'd rather play Sonic, so got the Dreamcast, PS2, original Xbox, PS3, PS4, and then I basically had everything since that, except for everything after the Wii. Well, I have a Switch now, so never mind, take that back. Didn't have a GameCube. That was the one I didn't get. How many do I still have? I have the Dreamcast in the attic. Everything else has probably been commandeered by my brother. But that was the one thing that I claimed. So I have a Dreamcast and a bunch of CDs. I still have the Wii because I homebrewed it so I can play Nintendo and Sega and Super Nintendo games on my Wii. Which console holds the Nintendo holds the most fond memories for me, because that was like the most games that I actually played with my brother, and we used to always play River City Ransom and eat dry cereal like we were powering up. Like if we lost a match, we'd get a handful of dry cereal, like either Rice Krispies or Corn Pops, and be like, power up, we're gonna go back and kick this boss's ass and eat that, and then we go get our ass kicked again and do it again. So I would say definitely Nintendo holds the fondest memories, because those were the games that I actually played with somebody else. Beyond that, I'm a solo game player. Solo player. Nikki, you're in Game Boy. Is that your fondest? Only one you had?
The only Game Boy I had? Yeah, that's the only Game Boy I had. The only handheld system until my Switch. Yeah, no, I loved N64. I loved Sega too. I really did. I loved Dr. Robotnik, even though I was ass at it. But I loved it. And then
Have you ever beaten any of the Sonic games?
I'm sure that we have. I like it.
No, not we. You.
I probably have not sat down and played through them myself without somebody else on single player. I like playing games with other people. Not
Kind
a
of
solo
games.
person, unless it's like Fable or like stuff like that.
Fable was cool.
I loved Fable. Fable 2 I was obsessed with. I had like fucking 15 wives and like 10 different like towns. I ran like 6 different worlds and like I was a queen.
You know the purpose of Fable is to save the land, not to fuck everybody in the land.
I have beaten the player mode in Call of Duty, like the story mode in Call of Duty. I've played that through. I've played Madden through too, but that's a season, so that's continuous. I did that for like 2 years.
I was never a big Donkey Kong fan.
Oh,
I don't know.
Kong.
I never. I mean, it was cool. I could just never get into it. I was like, just give me Mario. I don't. Why do I got to play with these?
And I've beaten Mario Party multiple times. I love Mario Party. I'm obsessed with Mario Party.
We should play Mario Party. Oh, you don't have a Switch.
I do have a Switch.
Oh, that's right. You do. You told me that earlier. We should play Mario. I have Mario Party. We should play that.
We should. I have it. It's the old one, not the newer one. The Super Mario Party or whatever, the new Mario Party that came out for Switch like last year. I don't
know which one I have.
You have Mario Party 2? I had the old one, the one from like 2, 3, 4 years ago. I got my Switch before COVID.
I'm assuming that's one I have. All Stars. Yeah, that's what I have, I think.
Oh, I haven't played on my, I used to hold the family account because I totally did not renew my live because I'm never on it. I used to play Animal Crossing for like 15 hours a day.
You know, I wanted to get into Animal Crossing because I always, during COVID especially, that's what everybody was playing.
That's all I played in COVID.
But I was like, I think that was when I really dived more into Apex Legends and I started playing that more.
I just started playing Apex last year.
Man, this season on Apex, this most recent season, I'm killing it.
Yeah.
I must say so myself. I'm like averaging like 600 damage per match and my kill death ratio is like 1, like right at 1. And just to give some context, before this, I think my scoring average was like 300, and then my kill death was like 50%. So I don't know. I don't know whether people like it's just more new people, and I'm just like wiping the field out. But I'm definitely like cleaning house in Apex this season, and I'm enjoying it.
I think I've played Apex once with you, maybe.
I think so.
I think once. I gotta clear shit off my tablet because it works better on my tablet than anything. But it takes so much space. Well, I had Diablo something that I played for a minute, El Diablo 3 or something like that on my tablet, and I was obsessed with that for a minute. I was like a character and like
I can't get into. Do you play Fortnite? I can't get into Fortnite.
I haven't played. I downloaded it like forever ago on my old system when Jacob and them were playing, and then I never started it because like it took forever to download. I passed out, and then everybody wasn't playing it, and then I just never started it.
Fortnite frustrates me, and not that it feels easy, and it also feels limiting because like the way that they have their weapon system structured, it's frustrating. They recently added the no build mode, but before that, you're shooting at somebody and then they build the Staples Center in front of you. And it's like, well, what the fuck, dude? This isn't fun anymore. You just built a mansion while we're supposed to be having a gunfight. And then also just kind of, I don't know. It was just unsettling feeling like I was playing with 10-year-olds most of the time. But I have played a couple times with, Jay Low, Brian, and Gray Baby. They bully me into playing with them occasionally, so I used to jump on and play with them. Getting guns into Apex is lame. I mean, basically, outside of people's special abilities, it's an even playing field. You all land and you find a gun and you figure it out. Yeah, do better. Do better, Zig.
Yeah.
That's the luck of the draw, man. You gotta land at the right spot. I told my homie the other day because we landed somewhere and I'm like looting this building and there was one arc star inside of it, and I just got so mad. I just wanted to turn off the game because it's like there's a bunch. I hear gunshots and everything outside. I'm like, I'm finna die, and all I got is one arc star. I was so upset. I didn't turn off the game though. I championed through it because I'm a soldier, like Master P.
I'm a soldier.
Shout out Lucky Taru. I can't believe you have the Master P The Last Dawn CD. That's amazing.
I have the randomest CD collection. Like just 'cause like my old cars, like I used CDs like up until probably like 6 years ago.
Yeah. Arc Star, it's basically like an exploding grenade. You throw it and it sticks and it blows up. You know, and Neat Cartel, I hated Apex too. Like, no lie, when I first played Apex, I like dropped down and I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, why are there vehicles here that you can't drive? And then all this other stuff. And I hated it at first. I turned it off for like 2 months, and then I saw people playing. I saw footage of people playing it, and I was like, oh, it actually looks fun. And then I gave it a try, and I like toughed it out. And then ever since then, it's kind of been a staple in my rotations of games. But I will say that Vulgar Banshee has encroached upon my regular cycle of games by introducing me to Baldur's Gate 3. And now I am back in RPG territory.
An RPG character. I like RPGs.
I love RPGs. I love a good RPG.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem with me and RPGs is it becomes my life. And when I say it becomes my life, I mean for like the next 12 months. Like, I will do every nook and cranny thing possible until I feel like I can do no more here.
What's your favorite RPGs?
How far back are we going?
What was your first game that made you fall in love with RPGs?
River City Ransom.
River City Ransom.
Even though it was kind of a side scroll beat 'em up, it had RPG elements because you could go to stores and like you buy food and power up and stuff like that. Absolute favorite. My first real RPG favorite, Super Mario RPG on Super Nintendo. Because it was like Mario, but not side-scrolling.
Wait, what?
Super Mario RPG. Actually, they're supposed to be remaking it for the Switch, I think. Fuck, I need to see if that is actually happening. Anybody know?
You can look.
November 17th? Oh, shit. It's lit. I need to get my sound effects back. Hell yeah. This year, Super Mario RPG. Dope. Skyrim, I started getting into a couple years ago, and I need to finish that. The Witcher 3, also what really ate up a good 2 years of my life. Fable ate up a good 4 years of my life across 1, 2, and 3. What else? Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Auto is a RPG. People don't really think of it as an RPG just because they just go in there to pick up prosties and do crime, but
It
really is an RPG.
GTA is?
Yeah. You're playing the role.
I try to follow the laws. I like go really slow and stop at the red lights and
Why?
it's fun.
You need to get on one of the role-playing servers where they like people are actually role-playing as like police officers and stuff, and they'll pull you over and all that good stuff. Yeah, that's right. It is kind of a sandbox of like anything goes. I don't know. The problem with GTA is it looks so realistic these days that like sometimes I think people kind of blur the lines between reality and Grand Theft Auto. Maybe. Possibly.
Plausibly.
I don't know. You got to get back into games, Nikki.
I know. I just get sucked in.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's what games are for. Games are supposed to be like a nice cougar. Like a nice sugar mama. Suck you in.
You get sucked in?
Yeah. Blurred lines are when I run up and deck a grandma. Yeah, that's definitely a blurred line there. Don't want to do that in real life. I'm afraid to join one of those role-playing servers because I don't want to read laws and remember them and get. It feels like too much work. I just want to play a game. Oh yeah, I know what I was going to ask everybody. Can you see this? Stupid camera.
I know, it's so hard to share a picture like that. One of these has to go. Breast, wing, leg, thigh. Ooh, I love legs. They're my favorite.
That's what I'm saying. You know what was weird is when I saw this on Twitter, everybody was saying the leg has to go. And
The
I'm
leg
like,
is my favorite.
the leg has to stay. I mean, it's got its own handle on it.
Right. Like, you don't need nothing else. The wing's a little bit weird, but I could split it in two and still eat it. The breast is the thigh. It's a thigh. It's dark meat. The dark meat and chicken always freaks me out a little bit, except unless it's a leg. Unless it's a leg. It's just the veins in the thighs. I don't know. It's juicier though than the white meat. I don't know.
Who eats bone in a chicken?
What?
Vulgar, do you only eat boneless wings?
It is easier to eat the breast. 100%. The breast can go.
Is it against YouTube guidelines to post a video of audio of yourself pissing, asking for a friend? I'm going to venture out on a limb and say yes.
Probably yes.
Probably yeah. Probably yeah. I feel like, so I would take this as a rule of thumb. If you have to ask, is it against guidelines? It probably is.
It's against guidelines, bruh.
Or it's tiptoeing in some gray area where you probably don't want to try it and see it. Maybe. I could be wrong. I mean, maybe it's okay to, I mean, R. Kelly did it for a while. Peeing on people.
Peeing on people?
Moist. That's a great word.
Is it?
What's wrong with moist?
I'm okay with it. I just, wait, that's the one thing that, no, that it's something else that Liv hates. A different word.
Different word.
Different word. I don't know why I always thought it was moist. And someone else hates it.
There was a I can't say the word because Vulgar hates it, but there was on this old forum somebody that had a combination of that word and the word that Vulgar hates as their username. I always thought it was weird. Guy from New Zealand. It's an interesting guy.
Your name?
Yeah, moist. Yeah, I'll let you fill in the blank. Moist is great because I like my skin to be moist. King Zig, you fuck with lotion? Do you lotion between your toes?
Between your toes?
Yeah. I'm taking it by your question to my question. You don't lotion between your toes, Nikki?
I mean, like, I guess, yeah, if I'm like, I normally don't lotion my feet, so.
What? You don't take care of those feet? Those feet you be stomping around in barefoot all day?
No.
Come on.
I can really put lotion on them. They're probably dry as fucking ashy.
Vulgar, you don't lotion? Were you just walking around raw and ashy?
Yeah, I use moisturizing body wash. I use Olay. Olay.
Vulgar really is a man. King Zig, do you like men? Is that a wild question to ask? Introduce him. He's gone. He went to go look at this bird thing that I hung up on the patio. If there is a name, Vulgar Banshee. I feel you, homie. Right on. Nah, y'all don't be lotioning? I mean, I guess I can understand for my fair-skinned, milky people, you might not need the lotion as much as the...
I should lotion because I'm dry as fuck all the time.
Yeah, you should definitely lotion because you're barefoot. You got little crackly cracks on your stompers there.
Mm-hmm. I do.
When was the last time you got a pedicure?
Before Texas.
You need to sign up for one. Why don't you
nail polish on from Texas?
Why don't you sign up for a pedicure? Get your toes done.
I don't want to go alone.
Take Vulgar with you. Vulgar, you gonna go? You fuck with pedicures?
For special events.
XM said I have gay feet because I lotion my that. Well, XM is the worst person in human society known to man. He's scum.
Oh. Yeah, I've had like 5 Maybe we should go. Maybe we'll go for
Yeah,
another.
you two go get a pedicure. I'm demanding that it happens. Either y'all go get a pedicure in the next month, or I'll ban you from the server.
He definitely lotions. I'm pretty sure he uses like a cocoa
Butter.
or oil or almond butter or something like that. I know.
Vulgar, don't you worry about what I want.
I
I'm
did
just
personally purchase XM's necessities in Texas, so I know he definitely lotions. I had his list. What else was it? Like a towel and like, teas.
Didn't you have to get him like a satin cap for his dreadlocks?
I tried finding one. Yeah. Well, we went to Sally's together. He found.
Oh.
I don't think he found the right one. It was like a random. I tried finding him one, but I couldn't get one delivered.
Do you go to Sally's often? Do you go to like hair?
I go to Sally's. I get like protein binder for my hair because I don't always get my hair done. I haven't got my hair done since before Texas.
What is a protein binder?
It is like a color that you can mix in. I mix it in with my shampoo. And then it just like adds some color just in case my orange is faded.
Should I get a protein binder?
I don't know if it would show up. I might give it a little tint.
Little tint?
Little tint.
How you do the head thing?
A little tint.
Getting sassy.
A little tint.
Have you ever got your eyebrows threaded? I know Nikki has.
I haven't. I had them laminated.
Oh, what the hell's the difference?
Threaded is like them like going through and like I think that it's like a plucking by like threading, like with a string. Like they like I don't really understand threading. I don't know.
What is lamination? Like put plastic on your eyes?
Yeah, like so they did a tint. So they tinted my eyebrows and then they put this like stuff on it that makes all your hairs like stick up. That's why all the girls that you see have like those like very pronounced like, you know, hairy eyebrows. You know what I'm saying? Where the hairs all looks different. They all look like they're separated. And then they put plastic wrap on your face.
Laminating your face is crazy.
But I did it before WCR, so I didn't have to put on eyebrows every day before Texas. Like I can't put on eyebrows every day in cameras. Like I need to at least have some kind of eyebrows on if there's a camera around.
Let me ask you this.
But I still took like 2 hours to get ready.
What's wrong with just regular eyebrows?
Do you want me to? I'll show you my eyebrows. I'll take. I've
seen your eyebrows
now live and show everybody how different my eyebrows look without them. They're just really light. When I was born, like I used to be naturally blonde. Like all my
used to be.
Yeah, look, I'm not really anymore.
What are you like a reverse Super Saiyan?
I'm like a brown. I don't know. I got dark as I grew up.
So
when I started dyeing my hair started getting dark.
So
but like all my hair grows in like blonde.
You went from like Super Saiyan 2 to just regular Goku?
I guess.
That's crazy.
Like Benjamin Button.
You powered down as you got older. That's crazy, dog. You need to go get you a Dragon Ball and wish for your blonde hair back.
Yeah, I used to have really blonde hair. And it was curly at one point. Not super curly like my sisters, but they did have some curl on it. And then
Yo, hold on. Sorry, I need to interrupt you. Ray Stans, why are you looking up grundle in the lounge? Ordinarily, I wouldn't say anything, but I'm reading the definition of it, and I'm curious. What's going on here? Let me read you people what Ray Stans is looking up in the middle of our show. Grundle is another word for Chad, the region between the balls and the arsehole. Can be and for some. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Why are you looking up the ball ass region, Ray? What are y'all talking about? Why is this a thing in the chat? What's going on in the chat? Gets his grundle waxed. Oh, okay. I see. I'm following now. I'm tracking. You guys. I don't know. How would you feel, Nikki, about a guy getting his like between region waxed?
I feel better about licking it.
All right, not the answer I was expecting, but okay.
Listen, that's a sensitive area for men. Like he should, if he wants any type of pleasure from it. Just saying.
Do you like hairy men?
No, not really. I mean, like, yeah, because I like a manly man. I don't want like not manly men. I want a man, but like not for my mouth because I don't like to floss while I'm doing sexual things.
Are you saying I'm not a man?
Are you not hairy?
No.
No. Oh, well, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I guess not. Maybe I don't know anything about men.
Why are you insulting me on the show?
I'm not insulting you.
You just said I'm not a manly man.
I'm just saying, like, that's like,
You like a little bit of chest hair? You like little
I
curls?
guess that's like an animalistic, like, attraction thing for a woman.
Let me ask you this.
Mm.
A 7-foot-tall beast kidnaps you and locks you in a mansion. Are you falling in love with him?
Probably. I'm very persuasive.
Are you turned off if he turns into a 6-foot normal man, or are you more attracted to the 7-foot beast?
Oh, it depends. Which
Jesus Christ. Come on, Nikki. Depends. There shouldn't be a depends here.
The man, of course.
I don't believe you. I'm not buying it. No. Nikki's got a hard on for the 7-foot beast.
For the 7-foot beast.
I don't get Brazilians. I'm not hairy. I'm not a hairy person. I have no hair on my chest. Barely any hair on my arms. I'm not a hairy person. Somewhere in my family there's Native American and it has bled through into my genes.
Nikki's got a hurt on.
What do you You already insulted me. You said I'm not a manly man, so I'm I don't know if we can be friends anymore.
Oh, please. One of my only friends.
Now I'm boring you. Just yawning.
No. I'm tired. I've had a long weekend.
Speaking of long weekends, last week, did you see the announcement about the alien bodies?
Yeah, the mummy thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody posted about it on my work, so I saw it in my Slack.
What do you think about it?
I mean, I think that there's aliens, so nothing new.
Yeah, you would fuck a 7-foot beast, so of course it's nothing new.
I mean, Uncle Bruce, his dad, well, Jan's dad, used to work at Area 51. So
were they all hyped up about it?
Well, he was there when he worked there when they had that weird metal. It's declassified documents now. That weird metal. He was one of the people that discovered that like crash site with that metal that crumples up in your hand and you release it and it. So like there's things like that like I know, he was in the army and stuff. So there's just
your family's been everywhere. Like your family is basically like the secret society of America.
My family was Masons on my dad's side. Yeah, and then
tell me about the underground tunnels in the Rocky Mountains. I know you know about it. Your family probably has your own little chamber in there reserved for like the incoming world doom, and like they just call all the Joes.
And you have that.
There's like a Joe Jam alarm that goes off, and all of you just show up, and you have your own little suite for everybody to hide away, so that you can continue your family genes.
We can continue our family genes.
Yeah.
That's what the Bigfoot are for. They carry our genes.
What? You're related to Bigfoot too? That's crazy.
I'm just kidding. Carry our genes. They carry our DNA to protect it just in case there's a world war.
I'm not ruling it out, but that is still crazy.
No, yeah, I do have a crazy family with a lot of genes, and a lot of people like have seen a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think the little alien bodies are cool. I'm interested just to see scientifically what happens, but I'm not like one of those hype train people where I want to discuss it and post theories and stuff like that. Honestly, my belief is there's probably aliens already in existence, but I don't think our human minds can comprehend it until it's like really just slapped into our face like this is a creature from somewhere else. I mean, hell, it could be, I don't think we could fathom what alien life really looks like, because all we know is like human terrestrial form and animals that we've seen. Like a plant could be an alien. Like a plant could fall out of space and start growing here, and we'd be none the wiser.
It could. And that's like I watch Gaia. That's some TV I do watch, not all the time. I haven't watched it in a minute, but it's like a different consciousness type streaming service. Like it talks about aliens and stuff.
Like hippie shit.
Does like channelings with like extra dimensionals, which is what they call aliens. Like where they're like will channel different beings and say that like we would be so in shock seeing certain things, so that's why it's not made clear. But when they're here, there's some that are like 10 feet tall, like that would like literally give us heart attacks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what an alien would necessarily look like. They could come in any shape or form, but I definitely feel like contextually it would be hard to fathom. Like
that's what like the channels say. They say we would make ourselves apparent, but we can't.
I mean, an alien, like kind of to your point, like something that we call a gas, like, you know, nitrogen, oxygen, all that stuff. There could be an alien that exists in the form of a gas, and we would not even fucking know because we think
what they say the Pleiadians are. They're just light.
Yeah, that's just weird, Nikki. Light can't be a person.
They're just like balls of light, like orbs.
Have we ever seen Nope? Jay, you're asking the two most horrible people to ask, have we ever seen a movie?
But this.
I've not seen any of Jordan Peele's movie. Yeah, I just said that they could be a person. Don't try to correct. Vulgar, why do you have it out for me? What did I do to you? We need to talk after the show about your attitude lately. I don't like this. It's uncomfortable.
You feel attacked, singled out.
I think so, because the first thing that Vulgar yelled at me about was some fucking sword that I was supposed to pick up. And I'm like, there's a sword you can pick up here? Because like the start of the game is like you're battling on this spaceship. And then this big guy with the sword that I'm talking about, he's like, well, go fucking press the button so we can get off the ship. And Vulgar's like, no, go fight that guy and take his fucking sword. And I'm like, what? You can fight him? Okay. So I'm like beating up the guy and he finally falls down. And Vulgar's like, yo, pick up the sword. So I go over to pick up the sword and this motherfucker's already pressed the button. So then the cutscene starts. And Vulgar's like, did you pick up the sword? I'm like, no, I didn't get a chance because the cutscene started. Then all these capital words start flying out at me like, you didn't pick up the fucking sword? What do you mean? I'm like, what the fuck? Calm down. I didn't fucking know. And then we go to this dungeon. No, here's the other thing. No, I'm not lying. Don't tell me I'm lying. So that's the tricky thing about like playing co-op is like two people can have a turn simultaneously. So like Vulgar's over there doing the actions and I'm thinking like, okay, I still have my turn because I'm moving around. And I'm like, okay, let me go to this body now and pick up loot the body. And then the cutscene starts. And I'm like, whoa, did I pick it up? I don't know what's going on here. But then we go to this dungeon, right? And I'm like, yo, I'm going to go pick this lock over here. We should all go in through this door. And Vulgar's like, well, no, fuck you. I'm going to go on the other side of the map and I'm going to go through this door. And then I hear Vulgar's like, oh, well, I'm getting beat up over here. And I'm like, well, I told you I'm going through this door anyway. What's your problem? I don't know. And then it's my fault all of a sudden that Vulgar's getting their ass kicked.
Should I do soon? They did.
Yeah, I gotta go over there and save Vulgar. I'm like, fuck, I thought we were going through the lock that I was picking. I spent all this energy picking this lock. I wasted my lock picking kit only for you to just say, well, fuck you, Dice. I'm gonna go to this other door anyway and die. So yeah, I don't appreciate the attitude when I saved your ass.
Thank you for saving my sibling. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. There's a key to go to that door. I don't care about the key. I told you I'm picking the lock. I told you I got a lock picker. Let me flex my skills. I don't hate playing games with you. I don't understand why you're so angry at me all the time. I thought we were friends. Like, all these capital words keep coming out. Like, oh shit, what did I do now?
Wait, is it easier when you guys are talking to each other? Like, was it easier yesterday when we were trying to watch your guys' game?
It was pretty much the same chaos, just with communication.
But hearing the talking versus the capitals, it makes sense, right? It's excitement.
Well, because I'm describing like the sword thing happened when we weren't talking, and then the dungeon thing happened when we were talking. So it's like still chaotic, even though we were.
You didn't get the sword! You didn't get the fucking sword!
Yeah.
I already see it. It's not anger. It's like, what the fuck?
I'm like, yo, chill out. It's just a sword. I'm big dragon dude. I'll just knock a motherfucker out.
Big dragon, dude.
Yeah. I'm like, calm down. That's exactly what they said. How did you not get the sword? What do you mean? How did I not get the sword? You pressed the cutscene button.
Get the sword! Literally.
You should have asked me before you just go pressing the console button. Did you get the sword? But no, you're like, calm down over there.
Me.
And then like I like paused the game for like a minute, and then I turn around. This motherfucker's on the other side of the map and like climbing up like balconies and shit just to open a treasure chest. And where the fuck did you go? And then I turn around another time and they completely disappeared off the map. And I'm like, now where are you? And she's like, oh, I'm in camp. How did you get to the camp? You're not gonna tell me you're going to the camp? And then they're like, well, go get your chick from the camp. Go get Shadowheart from the camp. I'm like, communicate. I thought that's why we were on the chat together.
That reminds me of when we played the campaign together. It was freaking chaos. When we played the campaign, me, Liv, Mary, and Smokin', and Smokin's husband, like, it was chaos.
That reminds me. So I'm putting it out there, and I may even offer to buy a couple of versions of the game, but we all need to play Animal Party. It's coming out in a couple days. Animal Party. It's kind of like
this, right?
Yeah, I've said it several times. Like, I think it'll be some fun chaos. Look it up, Animal Party. It's on Steam and it's on Xbox. I don't know if it's on PlayStation, but definitely it's on Steam and Xbox cross platform. Think of if you've ever played what's that game? Fuck. What's that stupid game where you run around through the maps and stuff? Hold on. Loading up Steam. Where is it? Come on.
I know. I'm like, Katamari?
No. Why isn't Steam starting?
I know. Live. We're game we play.
All right. What is it? Fall Guys. So it's kind of like a mixture of Fall Guys and Humans Fall Flat. It's just kind of like, yeah, Fall Guys. It's kind of like Fall Guys, but it's like in a contained map, and you have to like knock each other out. And if you've ever played Gang Beasts, I don't know if anybody's played that, but it's kind of like got the control scheme of Humans Fall Flat. Yeah, it's kind of like a Mario Party game. Like you get a bunch of people on a map, and then you have to take each other out and be the last person standing or the last team standing. I saw T-Pain and his people play it, and Overcooked is also dope. I don't know if I can play Overcooked with Vulgar Banshee after my experience with Baldur's Gate. I don't have time to be yelled at why I didn't finish cooking the burger all the way and I threw it over the counter and so forth. I'm just kidding. I would love to play Overcooked with some people. It has been a while since I played that though. Like the last time I tried to play Overcooked online, some mom, and the only reason I know it was a mom is because that was their like screen name. They got so upset with me that I didn't know the recipe that they just left in the middle of the game. So I was like standing in this kitchen by myself trying to cook the orders for the people, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. It could have been it was definitely somebody older because they were like typing to me. They're like, why don't you know the recipe? And I'm like, bitch, I haven't played in 10 months. Chill out. And then they got so infuriated that they just left. And I was just by myself cooking hamburgers and like sushi and shit. Fucking recipes are hard, bro. And it's not like they give you like prep time. They're just like 3, 2, 1, cook, bitch. Overcooked is hard, but it's fun. Yeah, we should play Overcooked. We need to play several party games.
I am. Where did you send me this?
In the video game general thing.
I'm like, where is this?
Yeah. But I sent the Steam link to it. It's also going to be. I'll find the links to it. I'll create a channel for it separately. I tried to hijack it into my Xbox, and Xbox told me, "You too early. You're not famous and successful like T-Pain. You can't have early access." And then I cried a little bit.
Hmm.
You look very serious over there.
Cry.
Huh?
Why did you cry a little bit?
Because I wanted to play. What do you mean? Passionate gamer here.
Aw. I'm like, wait a second.
Be like if you tried to fire up Fable and it's like, no, we're not going to work. What else is going on? There was something else I had that I wanted to bring up. Nikki, I got my furries mixed up. Oh, shit. Would you rather take 6 rib shots from a silverback gorilla or outrunning a lion in a closed area for 2 minutes?
What was the first one? Wait,
6.
just repeat that whole thing again.
6 rib shots from a silverback gorilla
Okay.
or outrunning a lion in a closed area for 2 minutes.
I'm not fast and I run out of steam quick, so I'll take 6 rib shots.
Jesus Christ, Nikki.
I'll get mauled by a lion. I'll trip. I'll fucking trip. You know that I will trip. You've seen how fucking clumsy I am.
Sure. These are the questions that people ask on Twitter, and that's why I thought it would be great content for our podcast to let our audience choose which way that they're going to die. I would take the rib shots as well. I feel like I can maybe survive a broken rib, punctured lung, but I don't know that I can survive a lion mauling.
You don't?
I don't think so. I don't think I have the stamina to outrun a lion. That's the only reason I say.
Facts. Me too. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I know how big silverbacks are. I also know that their muscle density is like multiple times a human, so it's not just like a regular rib shot. But I'm like, I don't know. People have fallen off of buildings and live. Yeah, I chose giving up. You're right, Luce. You're right. Yeah, I choose the easy way out. Just if you're gonna end me, I don't want to run around and then be killed. Just like punch me in my chest and let me die peacefully.
Yeah.
Just punch me a few times. Maybe I'll be dead by the 3rd rib shot, and I won't have to think about it. If I got to run from a lion for 2 minutes, I'm gonna be exhausted, and then it's gonna be chewing on me. It's too much to think about. I'm lazy. That's right. Yeah, I'm giving up. Kids, don't follow my direction. I'm not a role model. Nikki over there.
How are you not a role model? You've been a role model for a bunch of people in the server.
Who?
I mean, those who shall not be named. You tried. The cat, the lasagna cat.
Voldemort. Talk about Voldemort here. Is this Harry Potter?
Lasagna eating cat.
Little Garfield. We can say his name.
I don't know. I thought we weren't allowed to. Who shall not be named.
Just the other people who are all picky about it. Yeah, I talk to Garfield every day. I mean, here's the thing about Garfield. He's a kid. Mm-hmm. That's it. that's really all you have to say about it is like, I mean, we had the whole debate about kids getting married earlier. Like, he's a kid. What do you want? What do you want him to have, like, logical, sound thoughts? I mean, our newcomer here, Neat Cartel, seems pretty put together, but not all kids are the same. And he's pure kid. Why not talk to you all day? Because you hate me, Lo Brian. That's why I don't talk to you all day. You told me things like use more complex lyric schemes. And I'm like, no, it's gross. I talk to if anybody messages me, I'll respond. That's basically where I'm at. And Garfield happens to message me. But yeah, he's pure kid. But I also treat him just like that. I give him advice from the perspective of, if I was you, I would want somebody to tell me these things. And I try not to call them names unless we're actually having a conversation where we exchange banter like that. So I mean, we have normal conversations. He sent me some videos today. He was on a jet ski. Here, I'll tell you how our conversations go. Just so
Who sent you a video on the jet ski?
Garfield,
Wow.
like I tell you, we have like normal conversations.
Ooh.
I mean, if we have something, you gotta tell me that. So I'd be interested to know that.
I don't know.
Treat me like I'm a kindergartner. So what did he say today? So he sent me like this video of him on the jet ski. He's like thinking he's super baller. He's like, shit was lit. And I asked him, are you old enough to drive that? He said, it's 16 plus. Told you I'm a real rapper. And I told him, jet skis don't make you a rapper. And he said, it fits the image. It was for his boy's birthday. His dad is an NFL agent. He rented out 3 jet skis for the 6 of us. And then he showed me he got the shirt that I sent him. And he said, thank you so much. I said, you're welcome. Stay out of trouble when you got that on, because it's got my name all over it. And then he said, I told my mom it was from Lil Baby, and she believed me. That's funny. And I said, I'm Lil Baby. That's how my conversations with him go. See, sent him my shirt. He's an okay kid. I mean, he's a dumb kid sometimes. Like I'll be honest with him. Like what did he say the other day? Hold on, I'll show you guys. He said something about like that other server. He's like, oh, if such and such server disses WCR and I jump on the track, would you be disappointed in me? And I'm like, yeah. And I told him how stupid it sounded. And then, we just going about our business. There's no hard feelings there or nothing. He knows I have no ill will towards him. So yeah, just treat him like a kid. But I'm not a role model by any means. I'm just a black guy in IT.
It's a black guy in IT.
Yeah. Just a black guy doing tech things. What's for dinner tonight?
Bread.
Why draw that line just for kids and not people that are in your circle? What line? What line did I draw? I drew a line? Shit. I need to draw some more. I haven't drawn anything in a while. You had a Lunchable. What kind of Lunchable did you have? You know what I've been doing a lot of lately, Nikki?
What?
Joining other Discords and following other streamers. It's been an interesting experience. It's hard to find a decent community. I try to keep that in mind in terms of our community, but so the main thing I guess that's out there, and I'll go ahead and venture down the path, is like the female streamers, of course. I'm not following like the raunchy, I'll draw your name on me for subscription type people, but just like people playing games or just chatting. Found a couple of normal people. And then I definitely understand like the female perspective of the weirdos who creep in there. There's one instance yesterday where it was like they had a fit check where, she'll stand up and she'll show people the outfit, say, here's where I got it from, yada, yada, yada. And then another guy, like he made some like little creepy remark, and she shut that shit down instantly. And then I laughed at him in the chat. I was like, you bitch, fuck you. And everybody laughed. And I felt like a hero for like 10 seconds. But yeah, it's weird trying to find a community because like even their Discords aren't that active. So it's like trying to find that balance of like, I don't know. I think we have a unique situation here where we kind of interact with people in the Twitch and on the Discord. So I've been trying to see what else is out there that's similar. Am I cheating on WCR? Am I a cheater?
At least it's not treason.
Is it? Yeah, if I was a female, I would definitely take all the weirdos' money. Boobs would be out like this. It'd be like,
confirms you are cheating. You're going behind their back.
Subscribe. I didn't go behind your back. I tell y'all every day. I showed y'all a screenshot of all the servers I'm on.
Just kidding.
I'm like, I'm going to this other server. See y'all later. At me if you need me. but no, I'm just trying to venture out there, also kind of like engage with people and see. I don't know what else is going on in the world. I treat it like my day job basically, because like one thing at the day job is like you work somewhere for a long time and you get used to the things there. I was talking to this with a former coworker today. It's like you get used to those four walls that you're in, and you don't know how the rest of the world goes. So you kind of get stuck in this like repetitive automated motion, and then you never change and you never adapt. So I'm trying to like go out there and see what else is happening on Twitch, what else is happening on Discord. Maybe we can do something better. Maybe we're doing something great, and you know, maybe we need to showcase that some more. So that's why I kind of venture out there a little bit, you know. Dip my PP in another Discord and come back home.
So we'll put you in another Discord, come back home.
Is that how I sound to you? I have an accent.
Get a little bit strange.
I have an accent?
No.
Oh.
I'm just joshing, yeah. What the fuck? Drives him on, just making me fuzzy.
But I mean, from my perspective, you know, it's also weird. I don't want to be one of those. I don't want to be one of those creepy guys either. Like, I'll just go in and start talking to people, but I don't want to. Like, there was a couple of people who were kind of like hostile. They're like, well, "Why are you talking to us?" And I'm like, "Well, you have an open public Discord. What the fuck do you mean?" Like, I just joined in and started talking. So I don't know. It's weird. Kind of trying to find that balance. The one thing I did find that was kind of engaging was T-Pain's kind of like IT guy. His name is Brew. His server, I kind of went in there and I was talking to them about the whole alien stuff, and they, you know, just treated it like normal conversation. So that was cool. So it's just weird talking to people online and trying to have normal conversation, I guess, is what I'm trying to summarize here. Yeah. Shout out to Audio Gods. Thank you for the subscription. Shout out Audio Gods. Thank you for the subscription.
You sound like T-Pain.
Yeah, T-Pain, he was on vacation when last time he streamed, trying not to work.
Trying not to work?
Yeah, because he's always working. And then his wife was like, "You need a break," because he like literally kind of like, it was like 3 a.m. in the morning. He was streaming and he was like super frustrated. He kind of like almost broke down to tears, and he's like, "Y'all don't know how frustrating and hard this shit is," and like. He was just having a moment. So like within a couple of days they were on vacation. So that was good to see. Like, I like to find normal people like that. Like, I don't really like celebrity people who kind of like think they're higher than thou. Not that celebrities think that they're higher than thou, but yeah, I just like people who are regular. Joe Schmo. I started following this one chick in the UK. She plays games. She's been cool. She'll interact, and you know, I told her she was better than T-Pain at a game. She laughed. So, you know, just going out, spreading my dice oats and seeds, planting seeds. I like NPCs. What is an NPC to you, Zig? You keep throwing that term around here, and as an adult gamer, I know what an NPC is, but what do you mean by that? You. I'm me. I'm him. What do you mean? Yeah, you can't play me. I've seen it all. I grew up on this internet shit. I watched the internet go from a dial-up connection to what it is today. A boring extra. Oh, I can fix that. I can ban you. It won't be so boring then, will it? One who does not vote on WCR versus battles. You know, it was never my intention to vote on those battles.
You were supposed to be neutral.
The host hardly, when you watch any game show, the host is hardly ever voting on like the competition. So I try to stay out of it as much as possible. Otherwise, I might as well just pick the person that I like the most from the start.
Facts.
Are there more battles coming? There's a couple people who wanted to sign up, but I don't know that we have as many as we did from the initial sign up. I guess I could kind of throw it out there and see what's going on. But yeah, I mean, if you guys want me to re-engage and get it cracking again, I guess I can. Community vote. Like, if y'all want to do more square ups, I can certainly reach out and interact with some people and make it happen, let me know. That's what this is for. That's why we talk. That's what we're doing here. Nikki doesn't like talking to me, but I like talking to you.
I'm talking to you.
You never told me what you're doing for dinner.
I don't know yet.
How do you not know? It's like 9 o'clock there.
I just ate a protein bar. Because I knew we were jumping on here.
I think people enjoyed. Nikki, did you enjoy the square ups? Did you even watch any of them?
Yeah, I watched them.
Did you enjoy them?
Yeah.
What did you enjoy about them? What did y'all enjoy about the square up?
What I want to see from the square ups is after the square off, like I would love to have like a versus like album come out with the people that were against each other collaborating in a song. That would be cool. But I thought that they were good. I thought that it was fun to see the different calibers and actually be focusing on like more so not having to review like and give my opinion on things like up on the stream and stuff, but actually just being able to like anonymously decide like, myself too without being put out there like which one I enjoy better, because there was a lot of unexpected votes that I had. I was like, oh, I didn't see this coming. Like and seeing each of the artists a little bit more and those things that they think are their top songs, and they're good songs, like the ones especially that did have a bigger like repertoire, like discography. I enjoyed seeing that and seeing the different angles and the different sides of each artist and the versatility. That was one of my good things too. Like I liked hearing them back to back instead of, because like when I hear, I'm sure I've listened to like 10 of Passive songs, but not like in that way. It's either like
it's like here and there.
Right. It's actually hearing them because it's also hearing the progression of the change and like how they have made in their music journey too.
I didn't want to interrupt you, but Vulgar Banshee, again, you let me down by not watching my shows that I took countless hours to put together and coordinate, and you just basically pick up the feces and toss it into my eye sockets and say I didn't see them. So hurt by that. You always let me down. Hey, I mean, at least you're consistent. I'll give you that. Yeah, I feel like, and I've always asked this. I mean, if you've watched the review shows, I know people have heard me say like, I want to hear an album. Like, and lately I've been trying to take my perspective out of review mode when we're actually doing the review show. And I know that's probably like counterproductive of what the show is, but it's like when I listen to music for enjoyment, I'm not sitting there like nitpicking and breaking things down. So like I try to listen to it from an enjoyment perspective first and then say, okay, if I didn't enjoy it, this is why I didn't enjoy it, rather than just saying, oh, well, you said this word funny or I didn't like the beat. I'm just listening to it to enjoy it first. And if I didn't enjoy it, here's why I didn't enjoy it. And try not to be so like critical of every little element, because I reserve that for my own music. I don't need to be, unless somebody asks me to, I don't need to be critical of every single song that somebody throws out there. But also at the same time, I also ask people like, I would like to sit down and listen to a full project from you, because listening to bits and pieces, maybe I'm missing perspective on what you're trying to say. Like maybe you're showing me like the intro to a story and I'm just like, this story sucks. Where's the rest of it? And there's like 10 more songs that probably would answer that question. Don't take back Shadow Dick. It's my Shadow Dick. Pause.
Pause. My Shadow Dick. Pause.
Big pause. Yeah, and it was cool. Passive joined in too. That was unexpected because I figured I was going to be solo doing that. So it was cool to have Passive kind of just sit in there from a voter perspective about why he's voting the way he was voting. So I think it was like an interesting experience for everybody. I hope everybody got something out of it. And like the main thing being like seeing how, like you said, how vastly different people can feel from song to song.
Yeah, and like even like seeing the variety of like, there's a lot of artists that I didn't know certain like, so I was like, damn, like hearing some different like vulnerable songs from artists that I normally wouldn't hear, you know, like stuff like that, like just different, just such a variety of different songs. I liked that. I liked seeing the whole, you know, and what they feel like is something. Hopefully, they're submitting the songs that they feel like are closest to them, because those are probably the ones that they have the most belief in, because those are the ones that were, I'm sure, given more feeling and heart. So
Sure.
choosing those ones definitely for me, I feel like would be, you know, something, you know, you're doing your best of your best. It's a, you know, 1 verse 1. I like that.
Yeah, and I think it gives people exposure that might not normally get in a song by song scenario. Like when we listen to 10 of your songs, I feel like people walk away with a better idea of what you bring to the table rather than listening to one song in the middle of a 3-hour show.
For sure.
So, yeah, if we want the square up back, I mean, all y'all got to do is annoy me enough to the fact where like, okay, fine, I'll do it.
I don't think I have enough songs for it.
I mean, I always said it doesn't have to be 10 songs. If you have 5 songs, find somebody else with 5 songs. I mean, it's whatever we want to make out of it.
I have like Texas tracks, but
I don't mind people annoying me. It takes a lot to annoy me. I mean, you guys see I talk to Garfield every day, so
I always think I annoy everyone. I think I'm like, sorry, I annoy you guys. I'm sorry I called you. I'm sorry I texted you. I needed help. I can't figure out my audio cable either.
my tolerance for annoyance is pretty high. So, you know, I don't get annoyed by people very easily. It's probably a character flaw. Yeah, I'm still in the UgJug server. Garfield joined there, and then he mentioned me there, and then he started like twisting our conversation. So I'm like, "Why are you lying?" And then they all started laughing at that because he made it seem like, "Oh, I'm calling out this guy from the WCR server. I got him on the spot," and I'm like, "Bro, you just told me like 5 minutes ago this opposite story of you're telling these guys." So yeah, I'm still in there. Every now and then I'll read through there and see what they're up to, but they're just people. Well, NPCs, as King Zig would call them. I really should decide what I'm going to eat for dinner, though.
Yeah, what are you gonna have for dinner? Chicken nuggets? You ate those healthy chicken nuggets I sent you for your birthday?
I think I have one more batch of those that I could eat.
Were they that bad?
I mean, they're not bad. They just taste healthy.
Mm-hmm. They're whole wheat or whole grain, like breading.
I don't want whole grain breading. I want like grain breading.
I sent him chicken nuggets or Chino nuggets for his birthday.
I want half grain breading.
Healthy ones.
Give me 10% grain breading. Give me processed. Like
give me processed.
Yeah, give me fresh out of like the meat grinder of all the leftover chicken parts, chicken nuggets. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I like a good chicken nugget. If they just taste very healthy, I'll put it like that. Whiskey for dinner. What did you have for lunch? Why are you so full? I had breakfast for lunch and for breakfast.
I had a grilled cheese.
A grilled cheese? How do you make your grilled cheeses?
You butter both sides of the bread. And then you already have the pan heated up at that point. You should. 2 slices of cheese. And then
2?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm following.
And then obviously put it on and cook it to golden brown.
See, this has always been interesting for me because I grew up making grilled cheese out of the toaster. I just pop the bread in the toaster, take it out, put the slice of cheese in it, hit it in the microwave for 10 seconds, boom.
Oh, I gotta make you. That's one thing that I'm really good at.
Well, I know how to make it on the stovetop, but you know, as a kid, I wasn't allowed to cook on the stove. So if I wanted a grilled cheese, you know, toasters, press a button, pop it out, and I could use the microwave, right? So I mean, that's how
tuna melts.
Tuna is disgusting.
Oh.
No offense. I mean, respect.
I have tuna like this big right now upstairs.
Gross. Do you eat it all at once?
I've had it for a minute because I don't know what to make with it because it's just me, you know. So I'm like waiting for Uncle Bruce to come home for like the weekend. I'll make like a tuna casserole or something.
Donate it to like somebody who's starving.
It's like this big.
Donate it That's no.
Bring it to Liv's.
This,
Person casserole.
they like tuna.
Fuck. I think he makes tuna casserole. Probably like my mom did.
I don't like tuna. It just
Chips on it.
the only fish I really like
I like
is
mustard.
catfish.
You like catfish? Yeah.
I love catfish.
Deep fried catfish.
I love fried catfish. I love catfish nuggets.
Mm.
Catfish nuggets with some grits and some honey mustard.
Maybe the casserole is not good. That's one thing that I do know how to make is tuna casserole. And then meatballs and rice. My other go-to. Love
Meatballs and rice.
Yeah, like meatballs and white rice with cream and mushroom gravy. Well, soup. It's soup. But you use
Just keeps getting worse.
What do you mean?
Cream gravy? What are you doing down there?
Cream of mushroom soup.
Cream of mushroom?
And rice, yes. It's so good. It's so good. I hate cream of mushroom soup, but I love it in this. It's so good.
I don't do mushrooms.
In a crock pot. I don't either. I just use the juice. It's just like the creamy stuff. I don't put the mushrooms in the soup.
I'll take some juice.
Yeah, cream mushroom soup. I accidentally said gravy because I look at it like a gravy. But I use this. I do too. Oh, you're talking to Dice. He doesn't use it. I use like the fat-free one. So there's not that many mushroom pieces in it.
Vulgar, I don't know if I want you cooking for me. Nikki, you too.
Well,
You guys use a lot of you use some ingredients that are questionable for my diet. Don't head shake me.
She does cook really good. They do.
I don't know. I have a list of things that I do not want to eat. They told me I was a picky eater though, but I just feel like I know what I like. I've tried it before, and
I'm a picky eater.
I've crossed things off of the list. Like no onions, no tomatoes, no mushrooms, no casseroles, no tuna.
I don't eat mushrooms, but I do eat cream of mushroom soup. I do not like
it's not a picky. If I was allergic to all these things, nobody would say I'm a picky eater. If I would literally die,
no peppers, no.
If I would literally die from eating these things, nobody'd be like, "Oh, you're a picky eater." You tell somebody you don't like something, and all of a sudden, I'm picky.
Yeah.
Again, vulgar attacking me openly in public. What's new, right?
No mushrooms, no green. Well, we figured that out in Texas too. We were both like, "Can you make our steaks well done?"
Yeah. Cook my meat so that I don't have blood dripping out of my teeth.
Yeah, and we don't want onions or anything weird. Crit has the same palate. Me, you, and Crit were on the same level with simple, except for he likes pink, like rare blood shit. That's weird.
I mean, I don't mind a little pink meat, but I don't want like bloody meat. Is my thing.
Yeah, like I don't want cow blood in my mouth.
I'm not a Neanderthal. I don't walk around with a club on my shoulder, like, and then drag my woman by her hair and then sling her over my shoulder too. Like, I don't need bloody meat. Like, just cook my food so I can eat it, please. That's all I'm asking.
Drag your woman over your shoulder.
Yeah, and you know how they like grab her and they put her over the shoulder and then they got the club. Yeah, I'm not a Neanderthal. Like, I don't need blood in my meat. I'm not proving. It proves nothing to me to eat bloody meat. Like, if you guys love bloody meat so much, eat some undercooked chicken. There. Exactly. Nobody wants to eat bloody chicken. Why do I gotta eat bloody steak? Ooh, salmonella. It's different because they're back. Yeah, shut up. I don't want blood in my food. End of story.
I don't want blood in my food either. And it's like chewy.
You know what, vulgar? If you're
the
not
raw flesh in my mouth is so weird.
Vulgar, if you're not used to eating bloody meat and you eat undercooked meat, it gives you diarrhea.
Yeah, bad.
I mean, people don't think that's sick, but that's a sickness. Diarrhea.
Blood sausages. What the fuck?
There's no blood in blood sausages.
What is blood sausages?
I forgot what it is, but it's not blood.
It's just some UK
It's
stuff.
like God, what is it? God, hold on.
I gotta look this up. God, this is gonna pull up something. I always have sketchy ass Google history looking up stuff during the shows. This is
like
gonna pull up food, right?
It's like cooked
blood
marrow.
sausage.
Cooked marrow.
Like bone marrow?
Yeah. From like animal bones.
That's gross. That's
Wait,
wild.
Nikki, didn't you say that you don't like the sausage casing?
I don't like casings. It's weird.
Do you like
Yeah.
sausage?
Duck. I love sausage. But
Patty
I don't
sausage?
like casings. I love patty sausage.
But you don't like casing sausage.
I'll eat like the crumbly like Jimmy Dean sausage too. Or the ones that are like don't have the casing on it. You know, those sausage links.
You don't like condoms on your sausage.
No, it's weird because they pop.
I mean,
and then shit squirts and
that's what happens when the condom pops.
I do like hot dogs. I don't mind hot dogs. It's weird, but hot dogs, I feel like it's not such like, when it's like bratwurst and stuff, the casing freaks me out on brats. Hot dogs, not so much unless it's the weird, like, which not even the real casings. I don't eat the ends of, like the tips of, like the little twists, like Kogels. I'm weird.
Do you like the teeny weenies?
Oh God, no. Just like how you like the like burnt cheese on the lasagna.
You don't like the burnt cheese?
No.
You don't like the edges? That's the best part. The little crunch with the lasagna.
I don't like the crunch. I don't like the crunch.
Thank you, Vulgar. Finally, we can get along.
Push.
The corners are the best part of the lasagna. Nice little crispiness.
I would rather put my cheese on after and let it melt.
That's gross. Gooey lasagna.
That's what I do with my like chicken parmesan and stuff, so it doesn't burn.
No, not doing gooey lasagna. I need a little bit of crunch in my lasagna to know that it has some different textures in it. I also don't like, what is that white pasty crap that people put a layer in the lasagna? Take that crap out. Don't like that.
The ricotta?
Yeah, take that shit out. Don't want that. I don't want it in the lasagna because it's pasty. It's not
like ravioli cheese, right? Like the shells.
Yeah.
Ricotta.
Gross. Regrossa is what it should be called. I'm not a huge and I think
spaghetti and meatballs over lasagna. I love some big boy spaghetti.
No, I mean you just said spaghetti and rice earlier. Hold up. What's going on?
Meatballs and rice. That's different. I love meatballs. I eat turkey meatballs though.
Somebody clip that.
I don't realize I just talk, man.
Jacob, where you at? Clip that.
That I said the other day is like I just talk and I need to be more cognizant of what I'm saying.
No, you don't. Just keep talking. It's gold. Comedy gold. Yeah, I'm not a big meatball fan. I don't mind them, but I mean, I guess the spaghetti that I usually eat just has meat in it, meat particles throughout it. It's not like meatballs. It's just like ground sausage and stuff.
I love meatball subs. I haven't had a meatball sub in so long. I forgot that's all I used to get at freaking Subway. I used to get so mad when they have it because I always eat the same thing over and over and over. I never try something new somewhere.
That's right. That's what you got to do. You like a foot long?
Mm-hmm. I do a wrap though now. I used to do a meatball sub with Italian herbs and cheese and
man,
mods.
Have you ever had Larry's Giant Subs? Next time you go to Florida or like the Southeast, Larry's Giant Subs. Shout out to Max and Larry Rakes. I went to school with Larry's kid, Max Rakes. And then it was when I first met his dad. He picked him up after school in middle school. I'm like, "Yo, are you Larry? Like the Larry?" He's like, "Yeah, that's me." I'm like, I love your subs, bro. He said, "Right on." And then they pulled off in their Mercedes Benz, and I went back to my poor neighborhood. Went back to the poor side of town with the poorest while they drove to their rich community, and I continued to buy their food, give them more money. But yeah, delicious subs. I think they also have a pizza shop now too. I don't know if they like franchised it, but my favorite subs all time. After that, which everybody keeps telling me Firehouse subs is good, but I haven't tried them yet. You went to school with a lot of kids. That is a very vague, cryptic statement. Luce, you order something new every time?
That's wild. How can you figure out what to pick? I just don't like that many things. Maybe that's my issue.
The only time that I do that is if it's like a restaurant that I go to more than like several times, and then I'll like start trying different things from the menu. But if I'm going to like a different, like if I'm going to a Thai restaurant, like rather than the same Thai restaurant, I'll get the same thing. If I'm going to like Outback, Chili's, Applebee's, like if I hit those things up, all I'm getting is the baby back ribs. I'm not fucking trying the other 35 things on their menu. Just give me the thing that I know I'm not gonna be disgusted with, because I mean it's a waste of money. It's not being a picky eater, it's a waste of money. Because if I don't finish it, then I'm just gonna throw it away. So I just get something I know. But if I go to the same restaurant over and over again, then I'll start hitting up different menu items just because then I can trust their food.
Mm.
I mean,
I feel like I always land on a wrap.
I guess I'm boring.
A wrap or a burger. I love me some chicken Caesar wraps. I get chicken Caesar wraps everywhere. I'm boring too. I can eat the same thing over and over. And when I lost all my weight, I literally ate like the same like 5 things over and over and over and over again.
I lost 5 pounds eating Burger King for a week or a month.
A month? Yeah. Like, wasn't it a month?
Yeah, a month.
Yeah. No, I lost, I was literally eating like I was making like the healthy pizzas and stuff like that because I'm so picky. I'm like, all this healthy food is gross.
I guess it's the difference, Luce. I don't leave my house, so that's why I eat the same thing over and over again.
Same. I don't either. But I have Tavala too, so I get some different meals every week.
I don't mind sushi. I'll eat sushi, but again, it's like I'll try something, and then when I figure out the things that I like, I stick with it. Like there's no reason for me to venture out into some weird random shit if I've already found things that I like. I guess that's really the basis of it. Is like if I know I like something, why would I waste my time and money on something that's questionable? Unless somebody else is treating. If somebody else is treating, then yeah, I'm like, give me whatever, dude.
Well, yeah, what did you get at Chili's that day?
I don't remember. Because I didn't get my normal thing. It was like, I'm not paying. Or did I pay? I don't remember if I paid.
I paid.
Oh, that's right. Thank you, Nikki.
You're welcome. I think Ness and Cret ended up sending me money for it, but I wasn't trying to have them do that. I was just trying to do something for you guys.
Vanilla goes with everything? No, it does not.
But I do.
What was it that I put vanilla in that it was a disaster? Something I put vanilla in. I put some vanilla extract in it, and I was like, this is going to be the bomb because vanilla goes with everything. I was wrong. Just did not go with this one thing, and I'm trying to remember what it was.
Vanilla that my mom gave me.
Oh, thank you. That makes it better, Vulgar. You were calling me vanilla. Yeah. Really appreciate that.
I was gonna say, if you would like to use like vanilla for everything for cooking, I have some vanilla from Mexico, a big bottle that my mom gave me when she went last time. She brought me back. She's obsessed with the vanilla from Mexico because it's actually pure.
No, I like manufactured stuff.
There's like nothing else to cook like it. That's what she uses to cook for everything. She said she always has.
I'm not boring with food. I'm not I need to try new things every time I eat person. I'll try new things every now and then, but if I know I don't like something, what the fuck is the point?
You know that I eat the same thing over and over. Liv probably knows exactly what I eat.
Like if I tell you I don't like onions and then you purposely like make foods with onions in it, I'm just gonna not like you as a person.
I hate onions.
Gross. Put no crunchy breath stank onions in my food.
It's like the consistency and everything, and they're just so like sharp tasting.
Yeah, it's gross. Boring with food. I'm not boring. Oh, gross. No, don't give me everything on my pizza. And I think I was explaining this to Vulgar last week. Is like, here's the thing. Here's why I'm a very plain eater. Is like not having money. Like we used to eat leftovers over and over again. So like I got to the point like I've had a burger with everything on it, aside from onions. But of course, like when you have lettuce and all that stuff on there, it makes it hard to reheat a burger 3 days later. Cause like, we didn't have money. So like burgers were 99 cents. I get like 5 burgers. It lasts me a week. I can't reheat a burger with lettuce on it. So I just started eating burgers plain with just ketchup on it. Cause I learned that like the less ingredients that you have on the food, the better you can just reheat it later down the line without worrying about the consistency of the food. So like I have this like I'm still poor mentality in my head of like, just give me something simple so that I can eat it over and over again rather than me worrying about, well, damn, I have to eat this all in one sitting because it's not going to taste good if I reheat it. So that's kind of like the frame of mind that I approach things. Is like, give me something basic that I can reheat 3 days later and it still tastes the same. And maybe I just need to grow out of that. But I, you know, conscious of like, I might not finish this in one sitting. I might want to reheat it later. Is it going to be reheatable?
That's why it's so hard for me to throw away my soggy salad.
Exactly. Like, you know,
Food.
if I get a salad
of everything, but I really try to finish my leftovers if I can, if I don't forget about them, because I don't like to waste food, because we were raised that we don't waste food. We eat all of our food.
Yeah. Like I worked with this guy one time and he would never bring his lunch from home. He's like, I can't eat leftovers. Like he would go out and like get, you know, Whataburger or Subway every day. And I'm like, yo, that's like, yeah, I have a horrible relationship with food, Vulgar. I'll tell you more about it one day, but nah, yeah, me and food, nah, don't get along. Eat it out of a necessity, not because I desire to. But yeah, he would never bring his lunch, and I'm like, dude, you make less money than me. How can you afford to go out and buy lunch every day? It was just amazing to me. But like, yeah, I'm a leftover eater. I'll eat everything I have before I decide to go get something new. So yeah, I make it plain. Give me basic, and then I'll add stuff to it. But no onions for the life of me, please.
No olives, no green peppers, no any peppers.
Gross.
Mushrooms, no, I don't know, weird stuff. I like carrots and broccoli and corn. Green beans.
You can meal prep that way. Yeah, I add stuff later.
That's what I used to do. I would cook all of my turkey burgers at once and put them in a bag in the fridge, and then I literally would just take them out of the fridge, eat them cold with a squirt of ketchup on them.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I go to Burger King, order 10 burgers at once, and then put them in the fridge. Same thing, different process.
That's what I did with him when I lost my weight. The only meal prepping really was the biggest thing, because when I wanted to like graze, and like I did Noom, which is like getting the psychology of it, you know, and like it was like, you know, figuring out why I was eating, like the fog eating, the stuff like that, like just bored eating, like.
You ever had frog legs?
Mm-mm.
Would you try them?
Yeah, I try them. I try weird stuff. I try to.
You ever had some gator?
I did have gator. I had gator in Florida. It wasn't bad. It tasted like chicken. Dark meat chicken. I've had a lot of weird. I've never had frog legs. We've had squirrel.
Yeah, my neighbor used to eat squirrels.
Yeah, rabbit.
They would walk around the neighborhood and shoot them out of the trees, and then just walk around with a bucket of squirrels back to their house, and then skin them in the backyard.
Anything that like Vulgar's dad like shot and killed, we ate. So if he got a squirrel, like trying to get something else, we ate it.
Ever shoot and kill any people?
I hope I haven't eaten people.
You wouldn't know, would you?
I think so. A goose. I forgot about that. We've eaten such weird food.
Goose is good.
Our pond. Our pond.
Our pond, what does that mean? Is goose better than duck? I would say goose tastes more like a delicacy than duck. Like duck definitely tastes like natural or like gamey, and goose tastes a little bit more refined, if that makes sense.
Yeah, very greasy.
Maybe I think greasy tastes better, but I don't know. Duck tastes like it's a wild animal. Goose tastes like somebody had to work to prepare it.
It's illegal to kill geese here.
Fuck that. Who's gonna know? One geese goes missing. What, do they have a tracker on it? What are the geese committee gonna find you and say?
I was watching the sunrise the other day, and there was a dead goose floating in the lake. I'm like,
you ever think about that? Is like, we don't ever really see like random, other than like squirrels and, you know, the regular roadkill. Like, how often do you see like a dead bear, right? Never seen a dead bear just randomly in the woods, right?
I have not. I haven't been in the woods where there are bears. That's weird.
Like I've never
thought about that. And even deer, like I've never seen like a dead deer anywhere besides the side of the road.
There's certain animals that like exist in the wild that I can't think of like ever coming across dead. or
Unless
any
somebody kills them.
right.
Damn, I've never thought about that. My mind is totally blown. I've been thinking about this all night. I'm gonna be like, have I ever seen like what other like dead animals? Why haven't
Like
I ever
think of a think of like a toucan. You ever seen a dead toucan that wasn't in captivity? No. Never seen a lot of things. A baby in front of our old house. Coyotes got it.
A bear? Or a deer?
Deer.
A baby deer. Okay.
Deer are crazy. Deer and armadillos are crazy.
Yeah, I almost hit a deer on Friday night.
Tell us more.
I was driving home from babysitting and it was late. And I was on the way home. There's like, obviously woods and stuff. But yeah, there was like, I saw a deer sitting on the side of the road and I was like, oh shit, I started slowing down. And as I was looking at that one, like, cause I like tend to like make eye contact, like don't move. And it was on the freeway right by where I got on. And yeah, it was like there was one sitting there, and then like three of them ran across the road, and I was like, so glad I slowed down because I saw that one. But I was like probably like fucking. I was my alert on my car stopped me. My crash.
The car saved your life.
It has a crash assist. It stopped me.
Vulgar.
Because I was looking at the one on the side of the road and like also trying to look, and they came from the other side.
Vulgar. How come we haven't run over Bigfoot yet? Are they just too smart and they know how to cross the street?
They're smart.
How do you know?
Because they're in Michigan.
Not everything in Michigan is smart.
How does something exist without being seen? I know that. How does something exist without being seen ever? You have to be smart.
No, you don't.
We
find new animals and species every year.
Civilizations of them. Dogman. Yes.
Dogman. What's Dogman?
Dogman is a legend of. There's a song about Dogman. It tells you everything. It's a legend up in Buckley, the town I used to live in. Buckley, the village I used to live in.
Village.
Yes, it was Buckley Village.
Like literal village, or is that just the name of the town?
No, it's a literal village.
Do y'all have like straw roofs on the buildings?
It's pretty hillbilly. Liv knows. Been there. Not a deer.
Don't whistle at night. I will whistle wherever I want to.
Jesus. I look up Buckley Dog Man and it says Buckley man sentenced for killing and mutilating a neighbor's dog. What the that just happened this year.
Not the dog man you were looking for?
They're very hillbilly there. That's where I used to live in the
Let me ask you this. Would I be safe there?
No. Liv, remember, were you at the beach when we got chased by those people, or was it just me and Steph? Or
got chased on a beach?
There was like really creepy people, like creepy guys that like we were like swimming. I'm like, it must have been Steph. We were swimming at Lake Gitchigumi.
What's with you white people and swimming in lakes and rivers and stuff? You guys got to stop that.
We were swimming in Lake Gitchigumi, and there was like we left late to walk home, and there was these guys that followed us in a car, and they were like trying to get us to like come with them, and we were probably like 14, maybe. I was younger than that actually. In it was Buckley, so I don't even. That was 12. I moved in with my dad away from everyone.
Your first mistake is swimming in a lake called Gitchigumi.
Luckily, and I was. We left. I feel like Mandy was there too. Maybe it was when she helped me bring up Garfield, my old cat. I forgot named Garfield. And yeah, it was. We had to go into the woods because they tried following us home. We didn't have a car. We were walking home, and they tried following us home and hollering at us. And we went into the woods and tried taking the woods way home. And we were hiding underneath bushes in a tree while these guys were driving through past the woods looking for us for 2 hours.
Did Bigfoot save y'all?
No.
Oh. There's a swamp in Florida called the Okefenokee Swamp. Would never swim in there.
Okay, that's like the mill pond. You don't swim in the mill pond because that's where they used to drain formaldehyde from the funeral home.
Jesus. Oh, and you keep saying that Michigan is this awesome place.
Well, that's a little teeny pond. It is an awesome place. You need to come out here. You should come out here. Everybody should come out to Michigan, experience.
Give me 2 good reasons to come to Michigan.
Me and Vulgar.
Not good enough.
The sunsets and the sunrises, the lakes.
You can see the sunset anywhere in the world.
What would you like? Let me think.
Vulgar, you are good enough.
It's me.
Yeah, it's not you. It's Nikki.
Yeah, Torch Lake is beautiful.
Give me something like tangible, something I can take with me.
Do you like bacon?
I like bacon, yeah.
So there's this place called Tony's, and they give you about a pound of bacon with your BLT, and it's fantastic. Or any meal you order.
Sounds bad for my health, but interesting.
Tony's frogs for sure. Let's see what else. What else would Dice like in Michigan? Mom spaghetti.
Mom's spaghetti. I'm good on anything M&M related. No offense to Eminem, but stay away from the lore.
Museum. There's a giant cross in the woods. There's the mystery spot, Castle Rock.
Jesus.
Falls.
There's Jesus in the woods.
The giant cross in the woods.
Jesus.
It is.
I'm interested. Tell me more about Jesus in the woods.
It's up. I believe it's by Sheboygan.
Sheboygan. All right. Now we're talking. Sheboygan, Jesus, woods. Let's go. I'm down.
It's it's 290.
Who made this?
Foot tall, 22-foot wide cross.
Who made this cross?
River. It's an Indian river. I knew it was. Our cousin was married there. It is huge. Who made it? Catholic shrine.
God damn, Catholics are everywhere.
It's declared a national shrine by the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops.
Are Catholics in your family?
Yeah, we were raised Catholic.
Nice. That must be why you don't like condoms on your sausage.
I can't even. You're crazy. There's the Pickle Barrel Museum too. That's cool. There's the Bottle House in Calabar.
Wait. Slow down. The what? The pickle who?
Pickle Barrel Museum?
The who? Say that slowly.
Pickle Barrel Museum.
Oh, didn't you tell us about just a museum of barrels? No, yeah. I don't want to see barrels.
There's Henry Ford. That's a cool museum.
I did my reports on Henry Ford in Gifted in elementary school.
Ford families.
And then I wrote to the Ford company. I'm like, yo, I'm in Gifted first grade. The stupid teacher wants us to research a company. Please help me, dear Lord. And then they sent me back like some flyer and some stuff. And then I was like, yo, look, I got it back and I got an A.
That's cool.
Well, no, I didn't get grades in Gifted. It was Gifted was a weird experience in elementary school for me.
I don't know what that is.
The Gifted program?
I almost got held back for emotional.
Jesus Christ.
Emotional advancement.
Gifted was like it's like they treat you different because they think you're a different type of learner. So it's like supposed to like keep, because I got bored in school. So they're like,
that.
So they're like, go to this art. It's kind of like artsy. I don't know. I don't know. You're supposed to be smart, right? But they're like, go here and do these things. But it was weird because in my elementary school, the elementary school I went to didn't have a Gifted program. So I had to take a bus once a week to a school up the street for Gifted. But it's like I said, I didn't get grades. I mean, I got grades for it, but it's like, this doesn't go on my report card because my report card comes from the school that I go to. I'm just here because you guys are like, hey, you're smart, go here. And I'm like, I started to realize this over time. And then like, I'm like, I don't need to do these things. You guys are just entertaining me once a week. So I kind of like just, I don't know, didn't treat it very seriously. But then when in middle school, they actually had Gifted classes and I had to like do the work. And I was like, but teachers were cool about it, I guess. Well, one teacher was cool.
You might like the Sulaks.
Why would I like that?
I don't know. That's where I took my husband on our honeymoon.
Are you trying to date me, Nikki?
No, I just think that's perfect for my honeymoon.
You coming on to me? Hold on.
Sulaks.
What are we talking about here? Trying to romance me? Is this
About
the
the last person I took to the Sulaks and they hated it.
Is this the Sims? Is there like little hearts above our heads right
I
now?
love the Sulaks. I think they're so cool. It opened up the whole trade avenue for all of the Great Lakes. It's such a cool part of our history. It used to only be waterfall, like then that separated the lakes, and they made it a trade route. It's the huge locks that's how the ferries get through.
Nikki,
Yeah.
do better.
Would you be mad if I took you there on a honeymoon though?
Yes,
Yeah.
I would be pissed off. Why are we here? Take me to the Barrel Museum first before we go here.
He was so mad. Possibly a reason.
That's when things started going downhill.
Just kidding, but he was so mad. It was funny. I was like, I love this shit.
Red flags immediately.
Red flags. Bitch took me to the Sulaks.
God.
They're really cool. It's really cool engineering. And you see freighters, literally. It's the.
Are you a roller coaster person?
No, you didn't see that picture.
I saw the picture, but I mean, some people like the thrill
I
of
was
it.
terrified, and I was so scared on the picture. And you know what's funny is right after that picture, because I was like, this sounds weird. This is gonna break. I'm not having fun. The next I got off, and my ex is like, I want to go on again. My husband, whatever, my ex-husband, future, whatever. He's like, I don't want to go on again. Or he's like, I want to go on again. I'm like, that's fine. I'll sit down here. I'm not going on the fucking roller coaster. Like, I just about died. And it broke. It was up there for like 4 hours.
It's a shame.
Like I told you. It's weird. It didn't feel right.
I mean, things need maintenance. Can't fault the roller coaster for that.
Yeah.
All right, just curious.
Scary. But that was also Michigan Adventures, which is wooden roller coasters. So.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Take me there.
You would go to Michigan Adventures?
Any place that has a roller coaster, sign me up.
Here,
Any place that has more than one roller coaster.
I went on the water park there, though. I don't mind the water park, but maybe I do. Because we went down this like funnel thing, and it was like a fucking 90-degree drop into this crazy thing, and like I was gonna die.
Yeah, my kid likes water parks, but I'm not a big fan. I want the roller coasters. Give me the thrill rides.
Here in the lounge, I'll post a link to Michigan Adventure.
Oh, I'm there. Sign me up, baby.
Wherever it is.
All right, I think we've done enough for the podcast today.
Yeah.
Are you satisfied with our show today?
I'm always satisfied.
What would you have done better?
You're
supposed to say nothing. Our show's perfect.
It was good. Yeah. And like for us, it only being us two, like I didn't even realize that it was already almost done. Like I thought that it was great. I thought it was a good show.
Vulgar, did you want to be on here?
Had live on for sure. I always like to have Joe Jam. So.
I don't know. The way Vulgar has been coming at me lately, I would have felt some type of way, you know, with all the threats and caps locks that have been tossed in my direction. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Caps locks.
See how it goes.
Yeah, they have some wooden roller coasters there, and they're real creepy.
Oh, I love it. All right. For those of you who joined us, thank you for tuning in and watching. We appreciate you. We will be back Tuesday. I think they're doing a Tuesday show, but I'm not quite sure.
Oh yeah, Rogue. I don't know.
Well, Mimic was sick last week or something. Wednesday we'll have the music review show. Friday we'll have the music review show. Saturday we have the anime watching, and then we'll be back next week for this thing that we do here again.
Sunday.
We're gonna go over here and raid our favorite person in the world, T-Pain. It looks like they're just sitting there chilling with his wife Pan. So tell them we said hello and what's up, and I know that they recognize us and they enjoy us over there as well. So big shout out to T-Pain. We're gonna get out of here. Until next time, I hope you all enjoyed our extremely engaging sausage talk and aliens.
We love you guys so much. I hope you all have a beautiful week.
Adios.
Let's see if he calls us out. We are in the house. See if he calls us out.